Hey, this is Derek with Automatic Door and Hardware. In this video, we're going to focus on basic troubleshooting techniques for the Horton C2150 automatic door operator, covering both linear drive and belt drive configurations. We'll start with encoder diagnostics, which are one of the most important tests when diagnosing door movement and positioning issues. To enter the encoder test on a Horton C2150, press and hold the down button and the reset button at the same time. Release the reset button while continuing to hold down. After a moment, the display will show ET, which stands for Encoder Test. Along with ET, you'll see two lines on the display. These lines represent the signal coming from the encoder. While in this diagnostic mode, manually slide the door open, then slide it back in the opposite direction. Watch the display as you do this. If the two lines move in a circular motion, that indicates the encoder and reference counter are functioning properly. If the lines do not move smoothly or do not change at all, that can indicate a failed encoder or wiring issue. To exit the encoder test, press the reset button one time. The control will pause briefly while it reinitializes, finds the close position, and relearns the total stroke of the door. Once that process is complete, the control will return to normal operation, and you can continue with additional diagnostics if needed. Next, let's move on to the motor ohms test, which helps determine the condition of the motor and commutator. Before performing this test, remove power from the operator. Safety is critical here. Once power is removed, unplug the motor harness from the control and identify the motor leads. On most Horton C2150 operators, these will be the red and black wires. Set your multimeter to measure ohms, then take a resistance reading between the red and black motor leads. A typical reading should be around 20 ohms. To properly test the motor, you must check it at multiple positions. Manually slide the door open a few inches, stop, and take another reading. Then slide the door a few more inches and take another reading. Repeat this process at 6 to 8 different points throughout the door's travel. The goal is to identify any dead spots in the commutator. It's normal to see some fluctuation in the readings. Generally, anything between 15 and 20 ohms is considered acceptable. However, if you see a sudden open reading or a drastic drop at any point, that indicates a bad motor. Once the motor ohms test is complete, reconnect to power supply diagnostics if the issue has not yet been identified. Now let's cover power supply and fuse testing on the Horton C2150. Start by locating the power supply board. You'll see the main line voltage entering through the 3-prong connector located in the lower left corner of the board. The F1 fuse is the main incoming power fuse. This fuse protects the system from issues related to line voltage. The F2 fuse is the motor fuse. If the motor shorts out or the door binds mechanically, this fuse may blow. The F3 fuse is the control fuse. If the control board experiences a fault, this fuse may open. Next, follow the 5-pin harness that runs from the power supply to the control box. Unplug this harness from the control. Set your multimeter to DC volts and test between the white and brown wires. You should see between 100 and 130 volts DC, with most systems reading around 127 volts DC. If this voltage is missing, the F2 fuse is likely blown. Then test between the red and black wires on the same harness. You should see between 27 and 36 volts DC, typically around 33 or 34 volts DC. If this voltage is missing, the F3 fuse is the most likely cause. Always be aware of the wires you are touching during these tests, as high DC voltage may be present. Next, let's discuss proper connection of the encoder or microswitch harness on the Horton C2150 control box. In the center of the control board, you'll find two 4-pin connectors located side by side. The connector labeled USW is used for microswitches and applies to linear drive doors. The connector labeled ENC is used for the encoder and applies to belt drive doors. It's extremely important to plug the harness into the correct connector. Plugging an encoder into the microswitch port or a microswitch harness into the encoder port can damage the control board in the field. Finally, let's cover troubleshooting error code NS, which stands for no switch. This error indicates that the close position monitor switch is missing or not being detected by the control. Inspect all microswitches and confirm they are properly connected to the switch harness. A single unplugged switch can trigger an NS error. Using a multimeter, perform a continuity test on each microswitch. Test both normally open and normally closed contacts. Also, test the switch harness itself by checking continuity from one end of each wire to the other. In all cases, you should have continuity. Understanding these basic troubleshooting steps allows you to diagnose problems accurately and get the door back in service faster. This is Derek with Automatic Door and Hardware. Thanks for watching.